What's up, everybody? Justin with 904 Lawn Pros, coming to you live from my garage floor. Day 2, mower down, the saga continues. Let me show you what's going on. Alright, so as you guys saw in my last video, we had an issue with the that piece of metal that goes from here to here on the bottom of the mower deck, and so we cut that off, put the chute block back on. I still need to reinforce it with a couple of screws there, or bolts, and apparently when the blade got wedged against that bent piece of the mulching kit, it started to strip the spindle, make the spindle go bad. Did a test run with the property, or did a test run with the mower here at my house. It worked fine. It was a little noisy, but went to go cut my first property, and it got noisier and noisier. And now this pulley broke loose somehow. So went to the parts store, got a new spindle, 32 bucks. What a lot of times what'll happen is when you bind that blade up on something, you hit a stump, or you bind it up on something, these teeth right here will get stripped. So on one hand, you know, they're cheap to replace, and then when I picked the part up, I'm like, you know what, I don't think that's exactly what I need. So now we got the pulley to go with it. So I'm going to take this old spindle off. Now thank God when they designed this, you don't need to take the pulley off. And by the way, this is a Hustler Raptor, 36 inch. Thank God they made the opening down here big enough for this piece to drop out with the pulley on it. So all I gotta do is take off these 4 bolts, and this piece will drop straight through the deck, which will make it easier to work on and get this giant nut off so that I can mount the new piece in. So I'll show you what it looks like when we get done. Alright, so I got all the 4 bolts out that hold that spindle together. I'm gonna lift the deck and drop that through the hole there. But I just found out where the belt diagram is for the mower, or for the deck belt. Now it makes super cool sense if, you know, they put that sticker maybe somewhere on the deck. I don't know, I mean, that makes sense to me, but instead I found it way up there. So there's your belt diagram for Hustler Raptor 36 inch. But again, it'd be really awesome if they'd put that sticker, oh, I don't know, on the deck maybe. Okay, so here's the old spindle that we took out, the new spindle and pulley that are going to be going in, and the nut that goes on top of that. And man, if you haven't taken one of these apart yet, I highly recommend Air Tools. The first time I replaced a spindle, I did it at my brother's house and had his Air Tools to use. Today, I did not. And after taking this thing off, I don't know that I've got the energy to go cut grass. But I have to. So, let's show you what happened here. When that blade on the underside of this got bound up on the mulching kit, what happened is it stripped. I'll show you real quick. Take the spacer off because that's got to go on the new one. It stripped the teeth on that, because the way these are made is the pulley actually has teeth that fit the teeth on the spindle. So the spindle housing's actually fine. This piece is still good. I'm going to save it. But what failed is the little teeth right there, and You can see that it ate the inside of the pulley. Side by side real quick. So this pulley should have a smaller hole, just like this one. But it got ate up. Now also, the pulley that I just got to replace this one is slightly bigger. And the part number is different. So I hope this one works. It should, because I think it's going to make about a 1/2 inch difference as far as diameter. And there's a little slack in the belt anyway, so maybe that'll help take the slack out. You know, we'll see. If I have to work on this thing a third time, I don't know. I may just give up cutting grass and become a mechanic for lawnmowers, because that seems what I'm doing most of the time now anyway. So we'll get it all put back together and see what happens. Well, boys and girls, got the right pulley after another trip to the parts store, and got her on there. She cut like a dream today, so fingers crossed. Let's hope she stays that way. On to the next one, guys.